Well, in the midst of award show season, the more laid-back Grammys are a breath of fresh air. And here to talk about all of the dirt from last night is Deanna Cruz from Hot 106. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Thanks for being here with us today.
Did you have your power back to watch it?
You know, the power came back around 8:30 last night, so I was able to catch most of it. But I was sitting there, my kids ditched us so that they could go someplace else to watch the Grammys. Let's get to it. Taylor Swift came out last night. What did you think of her first performance?
She was okay. I'm kind of done with Taylor Swift. I was glad that it was artsy, though. You know, it looked like I was, at the circus or something. So she did fine, but like I said, I'm over her.
They kept taking camera shots of her last night.
Why?
Why? I was wondering the same thing.
Like, what is she doing?
For every performance that was on, they always kept showing her dancing, and I don't know if they were looking for that weird reaction. What were some of your favorite things of the night?
I would say the Adam Levine with Alicia Keys was one of my favorite performances. Also, let's see, Bruno Mars was one of my favorite performances with Rihanna. Also had Ziggy Marley and Stephen Marley coming out too. Really, really good.
Really good. Really good.
Who else? I know you think Frank Ocean's a little weird, but I thought he did good.
I don't get Frank Ocean.
You're not supposed to get him.
I'm not?
He's one of those creative artists, I think.
I get creative artists.
You know, did you see when he came out and performed and then had like the video of him kind of running on the bottom?
Forrest Gump.
I thought that was really cool.
I thought that was cool. I don't like the singing.
No?
I don't like the singing at all.
He's different.
I know. Some of the big winners last night, Gautier was big, Fun was big, Mumford & Sons was big.
Mumford & Sons. Yeah, they're kind of like, they're not really artists that I follow too much. But yeah, they won big. I know they walked away with like 3 awards. I was kind of shocked too, but hey, they did good, And
a lot of the artists that did win last night weren't the artists that either you would follow or were the traditional mainstream artists that come right out of the gate as like a top 40 station or something like that. They kind of slowly work their way into it.
Yeah, but I feel like that's what the Grammys are all about. It's always kind of like the underdog, the one you're like, oh, I think this is going to win or this person's going to win, and it's actually somebody else, All
right, now, dare I ask you, Justin Timberlake, what did you think?
I, at first, was like, is my power going out again? It turned black and white, and I said, oh, no, now, not this again. But I thought he did great. I like that he brought back, that whole suit and tie, the big band, the way they used to perform back in the day,
And Jay-Z was up front, in the front row, and Beyonce?
They flashed to him a lot, too.
They did.
And Beyonce. I think that, I don't know, a lot of people are talking about what she was wearing. Saying that maybe it wasn't too dressed up. Beyonce could pull off anything, though, so I don't know. I wasn't too how do I say it, like too impressed by what she was wearing. Before the Grammys
were on last night, CBS put out the memo about what they have to wear. A lot of people didn't look like they followed direction really well.
Can we talk about J-Lo, please?
You can talk about whoever you want, sure. She's going through Angelina Jolie phase.
Yeah, she comes out on stage, she's presenting, one of the first presenters, and she says, did I adhere to the dress code? Love J-Lo, love it. But she was wearing like the one sleeve, showing off the leg, yes, Angelina Jolie style. And I think what was really funny was they did the side-by-side comparison to when, before, back in 2000 when she came with Diddy and she had like the low-cut dress, the Versace dress, I think it was, and then to what she was wearing now. But I thought it was great that she addressed it.
And then they kept showing Katy Perry on the
What'd you think about her dress?
I liked it. I didn't see a problem with it at all.
No?
No, not at all.
I thought it was kind of super tight, but she pulled it off. I think someone who I was really shocked at was Rihanna. Her red dress, she actually looked like a lady, for the first time ever.
Another thing, speaking of Rihanna, they kept showing her, Chris Brown, sitting up in the front row.
Snuggling and being all in love.
Yeah, what do we think of that?
I wasn't surprised by it at all. I was thinking that when she was up performing with Bruno Mars, that he would get upset, but he didn't. He behaved for the whole show.
You mentioned Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
That guy, whether you like that type of music or not, that guy has talent.
Yeah, he does.
He has talent. He has the moves. He has that band behind him with the horns. And maybe it's the horn section that makes it in every one of his songs. But maybe that's what we need here behind us.
Tell me how cool it was when Sting came on, though.
I thought it was great.
I thought it sounded great.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I thought he did a good job. Ending the show, LL Cool J. I don't know if you were up at that time.
I wasn't.
I was in bed, but I kind of poked my head out, and I was like, oh, it's LL.
Yeah. He's a great host for the Grammys too.
I thought he did awesome. I thought he did awesome.
Good stuff. All right, thanks for coming in today. For a full list of the night's winners, you can head to WPRI.com, and coming up later in the show, we'll take a closer look at the fashions from last night's Grammys. Still to come.